Hello students, I am respected teacher of DBS and myself MAMTA SHARMA. I am taking your class 4, subject is science and the chapter is 4, that means the animal habitats. In the earlier video, I have told that what is habitat for animals or plants. The natural surrounding that animal or any plant grows and survives in the fittest form, that is called the habitat. So in this chapter we will discuss about animal habitats, that means the animals that live and grow and show their all the properties so in the habitat forms. Now in this chapter we will discuss about some terrestrial animals. Terrestrial animals that live on land are called terrestrial animals and they have some adaptive features, some adaptations, that means they have some modifications that they can live in their environment so fittest form and so comfortably. Now in the terrestrial animal you can see many animals like cat, dog, polar bear and also the camels, elephants and so on. So these have their lungs for breathing. These have their lungs for breathing and they can breathe easily. Their skin can be covered with furs or skin with fur. That means they have fur. That means the skin hair, they can control their body temperature. Strong legs. They have strong legs to survive to beyond their land position. That means they can run, they can eat, they can transport here and there in the means of food and protection. So they should strong legs. Okay. Now the terrestrial animals can be divided as 3 parts. That means the plant eating animals are called herbivorous animals. You see cow, camel, deer, rabbit. Okay. And etc. All the animals that can eat the greenery, the green plants are called herbivorous animals. So in this way they have the canine teeth. They can chew their food easily. Carnivorous. Carnivorous animals means these animals that can eat the flesh of other animals are called carnivorous, like jackal, wolf, tiger, lion, etc. that live on the other animals, on the flesh of other animals by eating. So they have also the strong legs, strong sense organs and obviously they have the molar teeth and canine teeth, molar and canine teeth. They can tear the skin and flesh of the animals. Now the omnivorous. Omnivorous are some animals both eat plants and animals. That means omnivorous are the top consumer that eat both plants and animal product. So these are the terrestrial animals in the mean of herbivorous, carnivorous and omnivorous. You will see in your chapter 4 in the last pages. Now the arboreal animals. Arboreal animals means the animals that live on the highest peak of trees. जो पेड़ पे रहते हैं, जो एयर पे भी नहीं रह सकते, बोल नहीं सकते उसको कि एयर पे रहते हैं, ऐसे एनिमल जो लैंड पे नहीं रहकर ऊपर जगह पे कुछ हाइट पे रहते हैं उन्हें arboreal animals बोलते हैं. Likewise monkeys, squirrels, pandas. They live on the trees or tree branches. They have obviously long legs to balance their body, long tails to move here and there to hang out from the branches, and broad hips and claws. Broad hips and claws to maintain their body in a balanced form by hanging the stem or branch, ताकि वो उसको अच्छे से पकड़ सके. Aerial animals. Aerial animals like the animals that fly in the air, that are called aerial animals. Aerial animals like you see all this, like sparrows, crow, pigeons, etc. They fly in the air. And why they fly? Why they can fly? Yes, they have light body. They have the hollow bones that maintain their body weight, and also their body is covered with the feathers, light feathers, and so they have light body. They have streamlined body. Streamlined means the body that can pass through the air in the speedily motion. In the speedily motion, they can tear, they can narrowing the air particles and fly in the air. Amphibious animals. Amphibious animals that can live both land and water. Yes, some examples like crocodiles, frog, etc. Snakes are also, but some amphibious animals are snakes, frogs and crocodiles you may consider. They live on both lands and water, in the water, so they have the spatial adaptation to maintain in their surviving. That means they have lungs and some have gills. Some have lungs and some have gills in the breathing process. So they have powerful back legs. Obviously, if they have powerful back legs, they can jump like frog. They can jump from another place. And they have webbed feet. Webbed feet means they have webbed feet and they can float out, they can pass out the water. That means they have webbed feet that can pass out the water in the swimming of water. So amphibious animals some have lungs, gills, powerful back legs and also the webbed feet. So these are the spatial adaptation, spatial modification that can live in their habitat. Now the next one is aquatic animals. Aquatic animals, that means the animals that live under the water, in the water, and they have fins. Yes, you see in your society, in your locality, that fishes are the common example for the aquatic animals. They have fins and obviously they have gills. Fins provide them to swim into the water and gills provide in the breathing process, help in the breathing process. But some dolphin and whales have lungs. They have lungs for the breathing process. Some adaptive features must include in the form of aquatic animals that can live in the water. They have also a streamlined position body. Streamlined means they can cut the flow of water. They can cut the flow of water and can easily swim into the water. Now the next one is parasites. Parasites, that means the animals, the small insects you may see lice in your head, and mosquito is here and there everywhere. So mosquitoes, lice, leeches, they are the example of the parasites. They are the example of parasites. They can eat their food, they can get their food by the host, by sucking out the blood. They suck out the blood and they have no teeth, and they get their food by their host. So these are some animal habitats, animals that may live in their habitat, in their adaptive features. That means they have some adaptation, they can survive in their habitat in the fittest form, in the good conditions. So the next topic is migration. Migration means some animals leave their place in the season or weather changing season while food is scarce. That means lack of food, lack of the weather condition, the lack of the soil condition, lack of their climate, favorable climate. So they migrate from each and every distances. Distant grasslands from food or water. Some Siberian birds fly across thousands of kilometers to India to escape the cold winters. They fly back to their natural homes when the weather improves. That means if the climate has favorable condition, they can back. Some animals which cannot leave their natural homes, especially themselves, through such periods of food shortage. So some animals have the food shortage system, so they occupy some adaptive features like, yes, also the hibernation and the estivation. Hibernation means the long sleep during the winter months. That is too cold season for their body temperature. So these are the animals like bears, snakes, dormice sleep for several months, surviving in the food stored in their bodies. In their bodies, that means in the form of fats. In the form of fats. This process is called hibernation. Now the estivation is some animals burrow deep into the mud and go for long sleep during the hot summer season. That means they have no such quality to bear the hot conditions. So they give sleep in these during summer season. This is also called estivation. And adaptation for defense. Defense means if you get hurted by someone, then what you do? Yes, आप करते हैं उनका बचाव, उनकी रक्षा, अपनी बॉडी का प्रोटेक्शन करते हैं, सेफ प्रोसेस करते हैं, हट जाते हैं. तो यहाँ पे कुछ एनिमल्स क्या करते हैं, अपनी प्रोटेक्शन के लिए कुछ चेंज करते हैं. Some animals show some changes in their body structure, shapes or colors that is favorable for their protection. उनकी प्रोटेक्शन के लिए अच्छी होती है. These properties can cause camouflage. Yes, camouflage is the condition that any animal can hide their body by the mixing into the surrounding. अपने सराउंडिंग में मिल जाने से वो कैमोफ्लेज हो जाते हैं. Some grasshoppers, crickets merge with the greenery. Polar bears and Arctic foxes have white furs, and so they mix with the snow. The chameleon is a kind of lizard that can even change its color by its surrounding. According to its surrounding, they can change their shapes and colors and can merge from these surroundings. So these are the properties that can an animal protect itself. It is called camouflage. Now in this chapter, animal habitats, you have learned some many ideas about animals, their habitats and also their adaptive features, their adaptation that can animal survive in the natural surrounding, according to the surrounding.